Well, as CNBC TV18 celebrates 17 years of excellence and leadership, Shireen Bhan caught up with the HDFC chairman Deepak Parekh and started by asking him about his view on the status quo policy yesterday.
It was a unanimous decision of the Monetary Policy Committee, so we must respect that. Obviously, demonetization has derailed the economy for some time, and things will get back to normal, but it will take a quarter or so. So we have to wait for this quarter. The numbers, the turnover, the sales of practically everyone I speak to has been impacted after November 8th. And there's, some people say it's 10% down, 10 to 30% down. So whether it's passenger cars, two-wheelers, loan applications. So demonetization impact, until the demonetization impact is over, which I don't see any reduction in interest rates because there are too many things happening at this time in India. We have to see what the US Fed does tomorrow or Thursday. We have to see what happens. Trump is the president-elect. What are his views on outsourcing? What are his views on India? This is a big question mark. So I think we have to wait and not to hasten by doing anything out of ordinary.
You're right, Mr. Parekh, when you say that these are difficult days, but you believe it was right on the part of the Reserve Bank to perhaps keep things on hold as of now. But let's talk about the way forward, because the next big economic event is the budget on the 1st of February. There's been a lot of talk about fiscal stimulus. The Reserve Bank today saying that there's going to be no bonanza, at least not as of now, by way of a dividend to the government. So what do you believe the big theme of the budget ought to be to mitigate the risks that demonetization and the implications on growth?
You see, these are big events that are happening, the GST, the budget, demonetization. So there's a fair amount of upheaval, there's a fair amount of disruption. And I'm sure the budget will take into account the disruption that has happened in the economy. And any economy where 84% of the currency in circulation is withdrawn in a matter of 6 weeks, it has to impact the economy. So I feel that there will be some SOPs for industry. There will be some, the exemption limit of tax will go up from the present level so that the lower middle class, the middle class who pay taxes will have more money, more savings, more discretionary spending. So the tax rate or the exemption limit, something they will have to do, the finance minister will have to do to alleviate the pain, to let the consumption cycle begin again. So I feel that is one of the things which I expect the finance minister to do.
All right, then we also